I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful to be here with so many people that work so very hard to help my son become your next U.S. Senator from Texas. By the grace of God, I was able to leave Cuba legally on a student visa and come to the greatest country on the face of the earth and to the greatest state within the greatest country on the face of the earth, in spite of the fact that I lived under oppression and the fact that I lost my freedom overnight. I now enjoy the freedoms that are again under peril. And I'll tell you one thing. I lost my freedom once. I'm not willing to lose it again. I'll die fighting before I lose it again. We cannot continue to be silent. You see, as I travel around the country and meet with a lot of people, people tell me, oh, we could never lose our freedoms here. We are losing our freedoms here. See, the difference is, when I lost my freedom, it was overnight. Here it is a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. And we keep taking it. And we keep taking it. And we have become so complacent. It's like the old story of the frog. You throw a frog in a pot of hot water, that frog's going to jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cold water and put it on the stove. And that water is warming up a little bit at a time. And that frog is comfortable. That frog is complacent. And you can boil that frog to death, just like we are being boiled to death by our complacency. Thomas Jefferson once said, a government big enough to give you everything you want is big enough to take everything you have. Let me share something with you. Do you know that you do not get the right to keep and bear arms from the Second Amendment? I'm going to repeat it. You do not get your right to keep and bear arms from the Second Amendment. Look at what the Second Amendment says. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon. The Second Amendment assumes you already have that right because that's part of that unalienable right to life. This framer said, relying upon the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. I've already told you about how our lives are under attack from the cradle to the grave. Our fortunes? Let me tell you, the Obama administration has both hands in your pocket, trying to take every hard-earned dollar you make to give it out in handouts to buy votes. But you know something? They can take our lives. They can take our fortunes. But no one can take our honor. No one can take our honor.